Hi, wonderful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Let's do the other Polo fragrance that I bought recently. And this is the brother of Polo Supreme Oud, which I reviewed a few days back. This got very high mark on my channel because this is a really beautiful fragrance. And this line actually is really up class line, more up class line of Ralph Lauren fragrances, let's say Polo fragrances. So Polo, what they do, they have usually nothing people say note, like uh, noteworthy or something, like you do not mark anything that's special, red, blue, green, that line. But I like House of Polo. I used a lot of Polo blue, which I said in my previous video. So today we'll be looking at the other brother is Polo Supreme Leather. And I have a tester bottle here, but it's a full big bottle. So after the testing, let's say what I got. So yeah, I was telling you, like Polo, many people say they don't find this very premium or something, and the prices nowadays are very high. In Bangladesh market now they are more expensive than the usual $50 budget fragrances. These are gonna be regular line is gonna cost you $65-70, which is not cheap. But this one right here, the upper class line, is it just a gimmick or is just a superior line? We'll see today. And there's another one from this line is called Supreme Cashmere. Very hard to find. If I find it, I'll review it. So as I was telling you, I got the tester bottle of it, but I got the full presentation. I got nice box as well. Okay, so this box will look like this, like the, if you can see, big box. Yeah, so this 125 mil, I think also they come in maybe 1.3 fluid ounces. I don't know, there's a smaller bottle somewhere there. And it looks kind of nice also, even the white one, tester. It says Supreme Leather and all that. And some more information at the back. These are made in where? Ralph Lauren, should be France, I don't know. Should be, yeah, made in USA, sorry. Ralph Lauren is made in USA, sorry. It's written here. So this is a legit product. I got this from USB page. They're offering a very nice price. And I immediately had to have it because it was not planned. I did not plan to buy this fragrance, but I saw it at a very good deal. They were selling it for, I think, $65 or something like that. That is very cheap because this one, when these fragrance came out at first, they were selling it for 130, 140, around there, that price for retail. So that is not cheap. 130, 140, you can get niche fragrances. But now I think you can get it discounted. Some people can score it for $55. I don't know how. But this is a good price. If you pay $65, is a great price for a big bottle like this, 125 ml. That's how the bottle looks. It looks kind of like whiskey bottle, like whiskey flask or something. Like it contains medicine or whiskey in there. Brown color bottle. And that's how exactly the fragrance smells. Okay, it's a leather based fragrance. It has a nice sort of a combination of golden and amber, two color. Reminds me a little bit of a Ferrari. There's one amber fragrance from Ferrari. Reminds me of that one. The golden cap, the back, the tester, nice touches. They write down the notes. So here it says Oriental leathery, tempting blend of spicy leather, accord, and addictive honey. So those are their major players. And bottom you get your batch code and sticker. So remember this fragrance is faked very highly in the community, as I know from some reviewers. These fragrances, you can find a lot of fakes in eBay. They will be selling for very cheap. Do not look for $35, $40, and do not buy from shady sellers. That's one warning. Look for legit sellers who are selling always original. So the cap is not fit. It clicks onto place, I think. Yes, it does. You can pick it up, no problem. Bottle is very nice actually. Got thick, like quite solid glass base at the bottom, but it's not really robust or very fat bottle. And the cap, it's kind of light. It's all plastic. It's just got this golden touch. Atomizer looks like that. And if you're scared of fakes, inside this would be, the original would be something like a white colored one, I guess. Yeah. And there's the Pony Supreme Leather. I like this font. Okay, let's spray this and talk about it. So in my hand there's nothing. Let's see. Sprayer is good. In it sprays effortlessly, smooth transition. So I like that. Presentation wise, really stunning. I love these bottles. I got this line. I'm getting the full line just because this presentation looks really premium. So when you pay premium, you get premium presentation. Feels good. So let's settle down. So basically what this is, to my nose, it's not really just leather. It has been reviewed by some reviewers and they did very good job. I really like their reviews on this. This is more like a leather fragrance surrounded by some other players like honey. I think there is cardamom, and there is saffron, and there is tonka bean. So those are supporting players with the leather. This is not an animalic leather. People who are scared of leather fragrances, like let's say very animalic, loud, and choking. This is not that kind of leather. It's very classy fragrance, okay, and it's subtle. It's not weak. Okay, many people, I saw the comments, people writing it's very weak, piss poor longevity. Not in my experience. This and Oud both perform really well, but this one, the projection is maybe not that as loud as some other leather fragrances, which you think like leather Oud by Dior Prive line, or something like Bentley for Men Intense, which I'm not going to show today because it's a different fragrance than that. Here I have also, this is a very loud fragrance. This on the other hand is a gentlemanly, and I feel it's very unisex. Women can wear this too. So this is a brown leather kind of fragrance, okay. What I get from this is the opening is really sexy. It's gonna make you smile. You'll be expecting something, you'll get something else, and it's not a weak, typical what you predict. It's not a predictable fragrance. You smell it and go like, oh, it's a malt scent. It's just like a gimmicky name. So that part I'll tackle right now. It's not a gimmicky a name or a line or price tag. It is actually quality. It smells like very posh. If this fragrance was released by Tom Ford, I'm saying Tom Ford, big name. So what? Yeah, this fragrance was released by Tom Ford and they gave it like ombre leather or something named like that, which they already have, or let's say Supreme leather by, let's say, Tom Ford. This fragrance was gonna get a price tag like $350, let's say, more or less, or $250 for 50 ml. That quality. So I smell it, I really like it. I get also, I don't know, the honey is there, is very honey like, but at the same time it feels like hint of spice. The spices, they are saying it's nutmeg and a little bit of saffron, but I'm also picking a little bit of a cinnamony feel. So it's kind of like Christmassy feel, Christmas lights, and imagine like nighttime, you can see a house from far, they have the nice Christmas tree, and you look at it, the tree is decorated, you see the lights in the house. It reminds me of that. It reminds me a little bit like Burberry's London, what it does for me. When I smell it also, it gives at first the sweetness. It has some sweetness to it, and it's kind of like addictive. The honey almost smells like some sort of liquor. Could be like boozy as well, may come off as boozy a little bit. I mean, it's spicy, but also feels like when you're drinking, you want to smell this. It's kind of like gourmand, semi-gourmand sort of. It's like the honey makes it that drinkable sort of factor, brings it out, okay? Then the mid stage, what you're gonna get is kind of like the leather will start popping up. Saffron's gonna pop up a little bit. It's gonna get a little bit rugged, but it's never getting like animalic leather, okay? It's not like Tuscan leather, Layuquam, if you know those. It's not gonna give you that feel. What is gonna give you the feel of, it's a very posh luxury brand that you go inside the boutique or their outlet rather, and imagine Ralph Lauren have their bags, right? Leather bags, the brown color leather. You open it up, you open their wallets, you open their gloves, the original leather gloves, and you just take both the leather gloves and you just take a sniff. That's what you get from this. Very extremely beautiful. The craftsmanship in this fragrance, it's beautiful. So the price tag, at first I was thinking, why is it expensive? So expensive. Now I know. So if you're thinking you're gonna get like a beast mode longevity and stuff, this is not that. Longevity is good. I'd say 8 out of 10. Projection is like 7 out of 10. It projects, but it projects just nice. It just projects surrounding you. There's a nice sort of scent bubble around 2 feet around you, and it will project like 2 hours. Okay, that's what my experience is. I wear it on my neck, two side of my neck, because it's not very strong, so I can go kind of heavy. You can go 2, 1 on my chest and 2 on my arm. 5, perfect. So 125 ml, you can afford to go a little bit trigger happy with it. You can go 6 sprays, no problem. Back of the neck, projects nicely on the hair, nice. People who are like it, who live in cooler climate, let's say you're living up the mountains, you just have nice cool weather all the time, and let's say it's winter time even in the countries which has winter, not extreme winter, like not very heavy winter, but I would say, let's say you just have this very old truck, like you're living in a cabin and you have the old truck, you have a dog, you're a single guy, and you just feel like you want to go to the town for some, picking up some stuff late night, you're gonna get some dinner, you're like a cowboy sort of. This fragrance, I don't know, it's not the pony, it's making me think of the cowboy. Okay, I'm thinking of a dude who has a dog with a nice house. He has a nice truck, like those American trucks, like small sort of pickup vans, and it's like heavy, and the dog is like, sitting in the car, and the guy is driving to the city to get some food, some, let's say, some soup, some stew, and he has some sort of like a whiskey, or like some drinks next to it, or a few beers he's chugging in. This is the kind of fragrance, because that old small truck has this leathery seat, has brown leather. It got old. Don't mind that leather being old, but the leather still has some smell. So moment you get inside the car, that leathery smell hits you. That's what I pick up from this fragrance. That's what I wanted to tell. So I really love this fragrance. Okay, so I'm showing you some of the fragrances it reminds me of. This fragrance, next one I'm about to show you, it's all the next ones are very, very pungent. Okay, remember that. But the way the leather is built, it will remind you of these fragrances. Davidoff leather blend. It's extremely potent, extremely loud and animalic, but the leather in this reminds me of Polo Supreme leather. Another leather that I love, Ferrari, I think leather essence. I do not have that. I reviewed it. It's really gorgeous, but that one is much more muted than this. Okay. Also reminds me a little bit of Cashmere and Prive. Same DNA, could be brothers. This one could be younger brother. This one could be elder brother. And that one has some booziness, so it's kind of like, similar. Then if you like the cardamom, it reminds me of Armani Eau de Nuit Oud. This is one of the most underrated fragrance in my collection. Dark, mysterious, sexy, masculine, The last one I'm about to show you is Tom Ford Noir Extreme. All these fragrances, like because of the dark theme, gold and black, they all fall in the same family. They're dark, they're sweet, they're mild, gourmand. This one has that kulfi note that I really like, And Tom Ford is kind of, I told you, they are in the same level. So I'm considering this Polo Supreme leather in the same family as poshness. As far as poshness goes, this is a posh fragrance. Whether to wear it, I think spring, fall, autumn, even summer nights you can wear it. It's very versatile. It's not too pungent, so it makes it easy wearing in summer. But in summertime, if you're inside an office where there's AC, air conditioning going on, supreme high heat, this is gonna die down very fast. It's not outdoorsy fragrance. But when fall comes, you're riding a horse and stuff, there's saddle on the top of the horse, and that is leather, right? And you're wearing some gloves, also leather. That is the perfect time. It's really up class, posh, spicy, sweet sort of leather, okay? And a little bit boozy at times. I really like this, okay? So longevity and projection, if you take average, is 7.5, okay? It's a little bit less than the Supreme Oud. Oud projects really, really well. This one, it's really good performer. This is not a bad performer at all, but taking an average of longevity and projection, this is 7.5. Versatility, I'll give it like 8.5. Smell, it's getting 9. It's really beautiful. It's more and more you smell it, it's more addictive, but it doesn't burn your nose quite. It has that slight bit of class feel, okay? Uniqueness, perhaps not the most unique fragrance out there, but definitely can tell the class is there. And overall, compliments and everything, I think I haven't got any compliments because I did not wear it so much, but this is something you really enjoy yourself, okay? Night out, drives, like smell it once in a while while driving it. It's a nice company for that, right? So Polo Supreme leather, this is a fragrance that, for leather lovers, even if you like different kind of leathers, this is really going to entertain you. And the surrounding players are quite interesting also, so it doesn't get boring. So yeah, check this fragrance out. I'm gonna give this fragrance 8.5 out of 10 overall, okay? For the quality, for the presentation, and if you can score it below $75, that's a great buy, okay? But it's a try. I'm not gonna say this is a must buy, it's a masterpiece or nothing like that. It's just a nice fragrance that you can definitely enjoy for mild, cooler weather, and almost all year round you can pull it off, and it's a good unisex fragrance. Polo Supreme leather. That's my review for it. Everybody take care. Tomorrow I'll be doing some more reviews. Good night.